A wealthy black man goes undercover as a regular shopper to his luxury store. The location's owner does not recognize him and makes racist remarks towards him. The next day, the owner is shocked at headquarters, seeing the black man again. John Bennett stood at the corner of Fifth Avenue, blending into bustling New York City crowd. The fall breeze carried a hint of chill, ruffling hem of his casual black jacket. John pulled his baseball cap lower, obscuring his face as he watched people stream past. The glass-fronted luxury store he owned was a tall building with sleek lines. Elegance embossed in gold lettering above the entrance caught the eye. Shoppers moved in and out, bags swinging, sophisticated decor visible through large windows. Taking a deep breath, John stepped forward and pushed open the heavy glass door. A soft chime announced his entry into polished marble floors and plush velvet seating. Carefully arranged displays of high-end fashion and jewelry filled the elegant space. Scent of expensive cologne mingled with soft jazz music in the background. John designed this space to be welcoming, where luxury met comfort for everyone. But today, he felt like an outsider in dark jeans, sneakers, plain black jacket. He looked nothing like typical clientele. That was exactly the point of disguise. He wanted to see customer treatment without influence of his title or status. He'd done this in other locations, but today different in his hometown store. Checking one he was most proud of, John wanted to design a watch display case. He admired craftsmanship, fine details of each piece he knew so well. He had selected the collections himself, but today just another ordinary customer. Out of corner of eye, John saw Richard Coleman, store's franchise owner, nearby. Richard, mid-50s with thinning grey hair, wore a sharp suit too tight around middle. He talked to a woman in designer dress, voice low, polite, with rehearsed smile. As John moved closer to watch display, Richard's gaze flicked over dismissively. The smile faded, replaced by a slight frown. John pretended not to notice it. He picked up sleek silver watch with leather strap, turning it over appreciatively, appreciating its weight. "Excuse me," John said lightly. "Tell me more about this watch." Richard approached slowly, deliberately, looking John up and down with guarded expression. "That's limited edition model," Richard said, clipped, perfunctory tone. "Very exclusive. It might not be what you're looking for," he added almost dismissively. John kept smile. "Oh, why is that?" he asked calmly. Richard's eyes narrowed. "Very high-end piece, quite expensive," he replied. "Maybe interested in something more accessible," he suggested with clear assumption. John felt a flicker of irritation. Richard didn't recognize, but assumption was obvious. John pushed further. "I like high-end pieces," he replied calmly. "What makes this one special?" John inquired, holding steady. Richard sighed as if tedious task forced upon him unwillingly. "Crafted by finest Swiss watchmakers," he explained reluctantly. "Top-tier materials, unparalleled craftsmanship, collector's item, limited worldwide." John nodded thoughtfully, still holding watch. "Sounds impressive. How much?" Richard hesitated, scanning John's face for affordability signs. "Priced at $122,000, he said finally. Reluctant hint. "But other options, more in line with your budget," he added. John's smile remained, but familiar frustration built inside him. He placed watch back gently. "If I wanted to buy this one," Richard's eyes annoyed. "Need proof of payment first," he stated. "We don't let anyone walk out with best pieces," he defended, John's expression unchanged, patience wearing thin now. "So store policy questions customers' payability before sale." Richard defensive, not questioning. "Ensuring brand integrity, maintaining image, can't let anyone handle merchandise," he said curtly. John held gaze longer, then nodded slightly. "I understand," softly. Turning away from display, John walked toward the door, felt Richard's eyes on back, hearing silent judgmental thoughts, pushed door open, stepped into cool city air again. Mind turning over happened, came to observe reality without presence, witnessed disappointing. Anger simmering beneath calm exterior, stood on sidewalk, blending into passers-by stream once more. New visit, not end here. Action needed now. John Bennett stood outside store moment, gathering thoughts after encounter. Came to observe, but experience made blood simmer angry. Deep breath, turned toward glass door, walked inside again determined, to see if isolated or pattern. Soft chime rang once more. Didn't look around, headed straight to Richard's section near counter. Richard checking phone. Eyes narrowed, seeing John approach again. Condescension, not accident. Expression, mix annoyance. Superiority clear. John deep breath, reminding purpose. Approached designer coats display. Fingers over fine fabric. Coat dark, elegantly cut for fall. Picked it up, held in front to look better. Excuse me. John calm, polite. Tell me more about this coat. Richard looked up phone, eyes flick coat to face. Hesitated, put phone away, walked over fake smile returning. One of premium items, tone, clipped as before. Italian wool, handcrafted. Latest collection, very exclusive. John nodded, examining. Nice. How much is it? Smile tightened. Priced at $2,500. Enunciated like two child. Meant for high-end customers. Not for just anyone to touch. John eyebrow raised. Tone neutral. I see. Keep items out. Reach regular customers then. Face hardened. Facade slipping. Regular no afford. Can't. Cater specific clientele. Appreciate quality. Have means purchase. John placed coat back hanger slowly. Frustration rising. Remained calm. I appreciate quality. Evenly. Might be interested in this coat. Eyes irritation, disbelief. Stepped closer. Voice low, private. Look, no offend. But look affordable options perhaps. No point waste time items out your range. Patience thinning. Met gaze firm controlled. You don't know my range replied. Assuming on looks bad business. Expression tightened. Assessed up down again clearly. Image to maintain. Slowly as explaining rules. Can't have anyone handle valuable items. Preserve brand. Held gaze. Anger clear in eyes now. Preserve brand judging appearance. Not build loyalty, respect. Crossed arms. Posture stiff. Customers appreciate exclusivity. Don't want anyone touching everything. Sets us apart experience. Slow breath. Eyes never leaving. Think disrespect part experience. Shrugged. Smug look. No customers better than you. Job protect store integrity. Dismissed. Didn't respond immediate. Looked around displays. Merchandise arranged. Other customers noticing tension. Turned back Richard. Thank you time. Finally voice cool. Seen everything need see. Said, without response, wait. Turned heel. Walked away to door. Chime rang softly. Stepped outside. Cool air city. Didn't linger. Walked briskly street. Mind racing. Experienced unacceptable businessman. Person believing. Respect others. Came see store operations reality. Now had jaw clenched. Thinking condescending tone. Dismissive attitude. Not just coat watch. Values built company on. Values not upheld. Anger to determination as walked. Knew needed do. Treated as customer judged appearance. Dismissed no thought. Tomorrow, back as owner. Change is coming. John spent night replaying interactions. Each word sharpening resolve. By morning, frustration, clear plan. Return, dig deeper. See if behavior beyond own experience. How treat others. Determined find out. Dressed casual jeans, sneakers, black jacket. Walked back luxury store. Chime sounded arrival. Store quieter yesterday. Fewer customers browsing around. Headed directly jewelry section. Eyes on glass case diamonds. Bracelets, necklaces array. Sparkling soft lighting. Prices tucked. Studied intricate bracelet. Noticed Richard corner eye. Richard backstore. Talking young woman, concerned face. Sarah Moore, assistant manager, nodding Richard spoke. Hands fidget clipboard. Strained hear snippets. Don't care potential customer. Low firm. Standard maintain. Keep eye on him. Sarah glanced John's direction. Face worry, sympathy, mix. Caught eye briefly. Looked away. John pretended not notice. Continued look jewelry. Knew Richard instructing staff, wary him. Realization solidified. Decision confront again. See bias extent. Selected diamond necklace. Motioned. Sales associate assist. Young woman approached. Expression polite, reserved. Good morning. Warm smile. Tell me more this necklace. Associate glanced. Shouldered Richard watching close. Hesitated. Looked back. Signature piece. Quietly said. Crafted finest diamonds. Platinum set. Priced $15,000. Nodded appreciably beautiful. Closer look. Before respond. Richard over. Expression stern. Problem here? Asked associate. Not John. No problem.com. Stepping in. Asking necklace. Inspect further. Added firmly. Eyes flashed irritation. Not necessary. Condescension laced. Mentioned before. Pieces more suitable you. Gaze. Steady. Refused dismiss. Interested this one. See looks. Crossed arms. Patience thin. Policy reserves serious purchase customers. Can't anyone try valuable items? Good morning, Mr. Bennett, Richard said cautiously. I wasn't expecting to see you here. Is everything all right? He added, voice showing slight concern. John leaned forward slightly, his gaze steady and unyielding. No, Richard, everything is not all right, John replied firmly. I've come to discuss serious concerns about your behavior at the store. Richard's eyes flickered with confusion, then attempted usual confidence. Concerns about what? I've run the store the way I always have. Sales are up, brand image is strong. He defended quickly. If there's a problem, I'd be happy to address it. John's expression remained unchanged, focused and resolute. Sales numbers aren't the issue here, Richard, John stated clearly. The issue is how you treat people. He continued steadily. I visited your store yesterday. You didn't recognize me. I came as regular customer, dressed casually, John explained. Realization dawned on Richard's face, followed by a flash of panic. His mouth opened, then closed, searching for response. John continued before he could speak, maintaining calm authority. I saw firsthand how you judged me based on appearance. You made assumptions, were dismissive, refused, same-level service. You'd give to someone deemed worthy customer, John said firm. This isn't just about how you treated me, he added. It's about how you likely treat others, John emphasized. Anyone who doesn't fit your narrow view of respect. Richard swallowed hard, his face showing clear discomfort. Mr. Bennett, I didn't know it was you. If I had known, he stammered desperately. John cut him off sharply, voice unwavering. That's exactly the problem. You shouldn't have to know to treat someone with basic human decency, John declared. This company stands for inclusivity and respect, he continued. We built brand on luxury, not just exclusivity, but making people feel valued, John explained pointedly. You've turned my store into opposite of meant. Richard shifted in seat, clearly uncomfortable now. I was just trying to maintain brand's image, to keep it exclusive and high-end, he defended weakly. Our customers expect certain atmosphere, certain clientele. John's voice hardened, tone more intense. Our customers expect quality products, respectful service, regardless of what they look like or dress, John asserted. They deserve to feel welcome, not judged, he added. Your behavior undermines everything brand's supposed to represent. Richard's face masked desperation now, pleading evident. Mr. Bennett, please, I can change, he begged. I understand now. I'll do better, Richard promised hastily. I'll implement training. Whatever you need, he offered. John shook head slowly, expression firm. It's too late for that, Richard, John said decisively. Your attitude isn't fixed with training, he explained. It's fundamental problem how you see people, not something I can allow to continue, John stated. Effective immediately, terminating your franchise agreement. You're no longer responsible for that store, he announced. Richard's eyes widened in shock, face paling. You can't be serious. I've been with company years. I've helped build that store's reputation, he protested. You can't just cut me off like this. John stood up, gaze never wavering from Richard's. Yes, I can and I will, John replied steadily. Your behavior reflects on entire company, he said. I won't let one person's prejudices tarnish built. Security will escort you out, John instructed. You'll receive termination process instructions next. Richard stood up too, face mix anger, disbelief. You're making a huge mistake, he said heatedly. I'm the best manager this company has. You'll regret this, Richard warned angrily. John remained calm, voice steady and composed. No, Richard, mistake was allowing you stay position where you could harm company's values, John countered. I won't regret ensuring stores run by understanders of what this brand truly stands for, he finished. Richard stared at John a moment, then turned abruptly, stormed out of room, footsteps echoing down hallway. John watched him leave, resolution settling over him. It wasn't just about firing Richard, he thought, about protecting integrity of his company overall, making sure every customer felt valued, respected. John turned to Lisa, who watched exchange silently. Make sure Richard escorted out, John said, and transition process begins immediately, he added. Lisa nodded. Yes, Mr. Bennett, I'll handle it. John walked over to window, looking out city. He had taken necessary step today. He reflected, more work to do, more changes ensure. Every store, under brand, upheld believed values, but for now felt sense of calm. Message clear, respect and integrity always first. John stood at large windows, his office, looking out over bustling New York City streets below. Meeting with Richard gone as expected, but finality no satisfaction. New firing necessary, but only part larger issue. As turned from window, phone buzzed message from Sarah Moore, assistant manager at store. Agreed meet headquarters, discuss store's future. John walked hallway to conference room where waiting. As entered, Sarah stood quickly, looking nervous. Brown hair, neat bun, simple blouse, skirt. Eyes mixture anxiety and hope reflected clearly. John gave reassuring smile, gesturing her sit. Thank you, coming, Sarah, John said warmly. I know, been stressful couple days, he acknowledged. Sarah nodded, hands clasping, unclasping in lap. Yes, Mr. Bennett, it has been, she replied. Heard what happened with Richard. Staff talking, worried about what's going happen to store. John sat across from her, expression understanding. I understand. That's why I wanted talk you. Richard's departure necessary for company health, but no leaves lot uncertainty. John explained. Want to make sure store good hands forward. Sarah nodded, expression serious and attentive. I appreciate that, Mr. Bennett, she said. Always tried best at store, but difficult. Richard had his way doing things, she noted. Didn't always align what thought was right. John watched carefully, assessing her demeanor. I saw how handled yourself in store, Sarah. You stayed professional even situation tense, he praised. That's why offer position interim manager. You know, staff, store, believe, understand, brand. Sarah's eyes widened, surprise relief flooding face. Interim manager, she repeated, voice astonished. Mr. Bennett, don't know what say. Never expected. John smiled. Say you'll take it, he encouraged, and help make store reflect values believe in. Need someone trust lead, not make mistakes. Like Richard did, John added pointedly. Sarah's hands trembled slightly as nodded. Yes, Mr. Bennett, I'll do it, she affirmed. Do whatever takes make store should be. Always believed treating every customer respect, no matter. John's expression softened, pleased with response. That's exactly wanted here, he said warmly. You'll have full support. Work together changes. Want you empowered address issues. John continued. Ensure every customer feels welcome, valued. Sarah looked visibly relieved, tension easing. Thank you, Mr. Bennett, she said gratefully. Always cared store. People work there. Just never felt had authority make difference. John nodded. You do now, he assured. Make sure have resources need, John promised. Start retraining all staff. Focus, customer service, and inclusion. Want every person feel belong, whether buying $10,000 watch or just browsing. Sarah's confidence grew as they spoke further. I can do that. No staff respond well. They need no effort supported positive environment. John leaned back chair. Satisfaction not felt while good. I'll check regularly. Trust handle ground, we're together. Success not just profits. About building community respect inclusivity, he emphasized. Sarah smiled, tension leaving shoulders completely. I won't let you down, Mr. Bennett. Make sure store represents best brand stands. John stood up, offering his hand firmly. I know you will. Thanks stepping up. Looking forward seeing positive changes bring. Sarah shook hand firmly, purpose in eyes. Thank you, Mr. Bennett. Forward making real difference. As Sarah left conference room, John felt renewed optimism. Events passed, days challenging, but catalyst necessary change. New more work done. Stores visit, managers meet. But today, step right direction, he thought. John returned office, looking out city once more. Thought people walk through stores doors daily, each own story, hopes, dreams unique. Built brand belief, everyone deserved dignity. No matter who they were, John reflected. Today taken action, ensure belief upheld. As sun set over skyline, felt quiet pride, not just businessman. Leader with responsibility, use position, make positive impact always. With people like Sarah Place, new stores thrive. Not just luxury places, but everyone felt welcome. Day after Richard's termination, John implemented changes quickly. Scheduled meeting store staff discuss new direction. Reassured despite abrupt management shift. Job secure, valued. New stability, clear communication, key transition. To place reflect, brand values, inclusivity, respect. Meeting held private conference room headquarters. Smaller but equally elegant, then confronted Richard. Staff filed in. Faces mixed curiosity, concern. Sarah Moore stood front with John, clipboard hand, looking more confident than day before, clearly. John stood up, addressing room, calm, reassuring voice. "Thank you all coming," he began steadily. "No past days challenging, want transparent happening." Richard Coleman no longer with company, John announced. "Departure necessary, realign store operations with values we stand for as brand," he added firmly. Murmur went through room. John saw questions eyes. Uncertainty what meant them. Future store. Continued. "I contact many possible want clear. Positions not jeopardy," he reassured. "We value each you, work do," John said. "However, making changes ensure welcoming environment all customers regardless who are, how, look, not just making sales," John emphasized. "About building relationships, treating every doorwalker respect." Sarah stepped forward, voice steady as interim manager. "Leading team these efforts," she said confidently. "Focus customer service training. Working closely each. Make sure understand expected." Sarah continued. "Not pointing fingers. Growing together, improving interactions." One sales associates, young man James, raised hand. "What exactly training involve?" he asked curiously. "And how long will it last?" James added. John nodded at Sarah, who answered promptly. "Training cover from greet customers handling sensitive. Include workshops, cultural awareness, inclusivity," she explained. "Goal empower, provide best possible service. Start series, short sessions next weeks, ongoing throughout year." Sarah finished. James nodded, seeming accept explanation fully. Another employee, older woman Lisa, spoke up. "What happens? See behavior not aligned values. Do report directly you Sarah?" she inquired. John interjected. "Yes, report concerns Sarah. And also come directly me," he added. "My door always open. Take issues seriously. Want everyone feel safe, supported. Speaking up, building culture, accountability, respect, starts us all." Staff nodded. John sensed shift room. Tension easing, replaced cautious optimism growing. Weren't just hearing changes, involved them. That crucial building trust, John knew. "Are there any other questions?" John asked, looking around. Young woman Claire, cashier, raised hand.